The surviving self, at its core, its intention is our safety. Actually, its intention is to keep us alive. That's the fundamental intention of the surviving self, is to keep you breathing by any means necessary. And the surviving self has done a fantastic job of that in the evolution of life that has moved life forward from the single cell amoeba to the 72 trillion cell that you are. That survival instinct has made the way for civilization. We need our surviving self because its intention, its role, its innate nature is to see danger and protect us from it. And this thing called consciousness and our ability to think and have an I who likes this or likes that, that I am, is full of the opportunity to choose how it sees and interacts with events. Be clear, or at least attempt to be clear, so that your actions are your choices and not you being run by and dictated to by habits or social dictates. And so when the surviving self, out of its innate, automatic, surviving nature, did whatever it did that took a moment in your life that you would like to be rid of, done with, what the surviving self did was go, oh, this thing here, this was horrible, this was dangerous, and now the surviving self wants to keep its eye on anything like that, because it knows two things: that was a problem and we survived it. So if we just keep surviving that same problem over and over and over again, the surviving self essentially has done its job. I am so seeing the theme of habit and the power in a habit and the power in breaking a habit. You're not happy. You feel stuck. You are in overwhelm, but you are alive. So the surviving self will keep you from touching hot stoves. The surviving self will help you run when you need to run. The surviving self has so much benefit. And the way that we can begin to truly love ourselves is to not, like this self and hate that self. That's like being in a family where the parents decide that one kid is more acceptable and lovable than another. That is an abusive and destructive and unloving way to be with a child. And so we don't want to be that bad parent with our surviving self. We want to understand its makeup. We want to understand that its level of mental functioning has limitations or ways of being that can feel like limitations to us. But we also have to acknowledge that we have a responsibility to step in and work with the thriving self to be able to be in better relationship, a greater harmony and partnership with that survival instinct. So know that there is great purpose and benefit and ripple effects that are happening as you take charge of yourself. Come to know yourself and own yourself just for your relationship with yourself.
Come thrive at Phoenix Rising, February 2024. Inner Fitness community, I invite you to stay, join, and learn to turn wellness concepts into action. Living life well takes practice, y'all. So simply click the subscribe button to practice together, grow this conversation, and change the world. I can't wait to read your comments and hear how your life changes for the better. Thank you for subscribing. Let's thrive.